Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's Rob with SOS Fragrance Reviews. Today I'm going to do something a little different. My favorite releases from fellow YouTubers. Stay tuned. Listen, there have been quite a few releases in the last few years from fellow YouTubers dipping their toe into the game of creating fragrances. I've got about 10 fragrances that I purchased out of pocket. One was gifted to me by somebody that's not in the game, that bought it themselves and, gifted it and passed it on to me. But every other fragrance I've got from a fellow YouTuber, I paid out of pocket. So there's no bias, there's no anything. This is straight up my personal opinion and what I think. All right. First fragrance from the house of Motif Olfactive. It is Vetu de Vert. This is from fellow YouTuber. His name is Mr. Oz. That's his handle. And I think he put together a really great fragrance with this one. This is not one that's going to have great mass appeal, as I said before, but it doesn't always have to. This is one of those fragrances that when I put it on my skin in warm weather and I'm outdoors, it smells amazing. It smells amazing, straight up. So this is one of them. The notes for his fragrance are as follows: vetiver, yuzu, bergamot, cypress, oak moss, frankincense, cedarwood, sandalwood, myrrh, patchouli, clean wet soil, hinoki wood, ylang-ylang, jasmine, and neroli. Okay? The clean wet soil note is what, for me, takes this one over the top and may, for some people, be a little much. But I'm telling you, outdoors, it smells amazing on my skin. Now, I've had the fragrance for some time now. That soil note is still there, but it's kind of mellowed out some. That vetiver note and that earthy patchouli is more forward than it was when I first got it. But it's just in the sunshine, man. This is an outdoors fragrance. This is just one I'm so happy to have in my collection. You can copy for about 95 bucks. It's currently sold out. I'll put the information for the website on the screen. The brand is Motif Olfactive, and the fragrance is Vetu de Vert. Next up is one from the house of Navitas, and the YouTuber goes by Bowtie Fragrance Guy. This fragrance is called Obeyed. Man, I really like this one. It's got a really nice like citrus and pink pepper opening. It's got this kind of smoothness from cardamom, and it's got this really nice almondy touch. It kind of reminds me of Pegasus by Parfums de Marly, but it's different. It doesn't have that metallic accord in the fragrance. This one is well done, and these are the official notes. In the top, you've got lemon, bergamot, cardamom. In the mid, you got almond, caraway accord, jasmine, pepper. In the base, you've got toffee, cinnamon, olibanum, and musk. The price point for this fragrance is $195. You can get it from the website. And the perfumers on this fragrance are Dominique Ropion and a Julian Rasquinet. And hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Price point again is 195 bucks. And this is a really classy, sexy fragrance, one that you would wear if you're trying to make a really good impression. I think he knocked it out of the park with, orchestrating what he wanted as, as far as note-wise, and he had the perfumers executed to perfection. I really like this one. Again, from the house of Navitas, this is Obeyed. Next up is a fragrance from the house of Redbrook Parfums. This is Underground Edition. This is a fragrance that was put together by the late Carlos Brooklyn fragrance lover and Stephen Redolessence. This fragrance has got an amazing opening, okay? It's tangerine and ginger, and it's not an opening that only lasts for a few seconds or a minute or so. On my skin, it lasts over an hour. And that, to me, is an amazing feat when you consider citrus as a part of that opening. But somehow they managed to make it so the fragrance opening lasts and lasts and lasts. And I think it's a really well done fragrance. Not saying it because it's Carlos and Steven. I think they really executed this fragrance well. They knocked it out of the park. And the perfumer they chose executed their vision to perfection. All right. The perfumer is Jean-Claude Delville. The price point on this fragrance was $129, and it's currently out of stock. I know it was a limited edition. I don't know if they're going to do additional batches, but if they do, you definitely want to try to get your nose and hands on a bottle of this juice. The notes are as follows: tangerine and ginger in the opening, along with pink pepper and seaweed. Then you've also got patchouli, Haitian vetiver, vanilla absolute, and white chocolate. Really well done. It slightly reminds me of Black Orchid by Tom Ford, but it's its own fragrance and it's got its own thing going on. Definitely worth checking out, okay? Underground Edition, Redbrook Parfums. Last but not least, from the house of Galleria Parfums, this is Dreamwoods. This one was put together by a fellow YouTuber, goes by gensense. This is my absolute favorite release from all the YouTubers. I think that this fragrance smells amazing, and they all are great fragrances. I think that this one, man, this could be with another house, and I think people would be going gaga over this fragrance. I don't think people give the YouTubers their props in regard to getting with these perfumers and getting great fragrances out. That's my personal opinion. You may disagree. That's what I think. I think that if this was any other big brand, you name it, whether it be their mid-range or even their higher end stuff, if this was out there, folks would be giving it so much praise. But it's gensense and it's Galleria Parfums, and it's just, whatever. Nobody's really talking about it. I think it's great. Enough of that, okay? The nose on this fragrance is Bertrand Duchefort. The price point, regular price, is $205. Currently, it's on sale for $112. I got my bottle from fragrancebuy.ca, and I want to say I picked it up for like around, I think it was $150 to like $165, somewhere around there, somewhere in that ballpark. The notes are as follows. You've got grapefruit, bergamot, cedarwood leaves, juniper berry, ginger, and cardamom in the opening. In the mid, you've got lavender, nutmeg, driftwood, fig, quince. And then in the base, you've got gaiac wood, Peru balsam, tonka, vanilla, ambergris, and patchouli. This has got such a soothing vibe to it. Like, lavender is not my favorite note, and lavender is in a lot of the barbershop fragrances, and I love barbershop fragrances, but lavender as a whole is not my most favorite note. But the way they freaked the lavender in this fragrance, it's got this sweetness to it, and I don't know if that's from the quince or the fig, but it's got this really like calming vibe to it, and it's got this, it's slightly powdery, but not quite. It's got this silky smooth accord kind of going through the middle. Plus you've got the vanilla and you got the patchouli in the base. And man, and it got the tonka. I mean, it's just smooth all the way through. I love the way it smells. My favorite one is this one, Dreamwoods by Galleria Parfum, gensense. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for rocking with me, coming back, checking the videos as I drop them. I thank you so much. Until next time, take care. Peace.